Yeah, Saturday was obviously better than Friday. We played good ball overall. You know, offense is looking good. Block was solid. We had a hard time on Friday with one player. You know, Santa Barbara's got one elite outside hitter, and she just had her way with us, and that was hard to overcome. But you know, just like we were a week ago, we still see us making progress, and we're moving in the right direction.
Have you learned anything more about this team being away from home now that it's the second tournament, especially in California, but the second one that's been away from here?
You know, honestly, I think we're kind of numb to it at this point. We just know that we're traveling a lot, and it's just another road trip. So we're handling it well. We're holding up pretty good, and everybody's in good spirits. So we'll just do it again.
Have you seen a lot of that? We kept talking about the resiliency of the team and whatnot. Did you see that throughout that tournament? This last weekend? Yeah,
every time we play these outer region teams that we don't see very often, they all throw something new at us, and it's something that we've got to pick up real quick and come up with a game plan and a way to adapt to it. And we did a pretty good job with that. We did it last weekend. We did okay with it. This past weekend, we were a little bit better with it, and that led us to be able to open things up and get a lot of players some playing time and really get a chance to kind of just play nice and easy and have a good time with it.
Is there anything specific you saw from these last 3 games that you thought the team's really improved on and something else they need to get back? I think you said serve and receive was something you guys were really looking at heading into this tournament. How did that work out?
It's still the same. That whole part of it, the first touch, whether it's our digging or our passing, it's going to be a work in progress all year. And we knew that going in. Those girls are going to have their ups and downs, and almost every one of them is either brand new to their role or brand new to the program. So there's a lot of inexperience there. They're talented, but they just have to find their groove. And as we go through this, and the more reps they get, the better they'll be. And so we saw that over the weekend. We had some players step up and really have good weekends. And as a team, we were hit or miss. But when we're on, then we look completely different, and you can really see what our offense is capable of. So we got a lot to work towards, and we're just going to be that way for a little bit longer.
Now this team, you're still on the road, but at least you're in the state of Texas now, so you're not going back to California or anything. So what do you think it'll be any different being on the road this week, where it's just a little bit of a different travel schedule than the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, it's a shorter road trip. We're going to leave on Thursday. We'll get back Saturday night, so that'll be nice. These 4 or 5 day road trips are tough, and so this will be a nice and quick one. And we're playing some teams we're a little bit more familiar with, and and I think we'll have a little bit better following with our fans. So I think it'll feel more like what we're used to.
That's what I was going to ask. The opponents you're going to see, so you know them a little bit better than these last couple of turns. What do you know about them at this point?
Yeah, Houston Baptist, really solid team, well coached. I've coached against them many, many times. We're pretty familiar with them. UTRGV, they've been to our tournament the last 2 years. I used to play them all the time down in Corpus. So again, another program we're real familiar with. They had a great win over the weekend against Baylor, and so they're very talented. And so down in their place, they'll probably easy put 2,000 people in that gym against us. So it's going to be a tough night, really good environment, and I'm really looking forward to that match.
And you mentioned, obviously, the serve and receive is an all-season thing. Is there anything else that you'll be specifically looking for, other than, the travel and everything? Anything else you're really looking for in this tournament?
We just want to keep getting smoother and cleaner and just add to our game, So we're trying to work on our transitions right now and just add a little bit here and there to our offense, get our defense a little bit more cleaned up, and just make sure that we are not doing anything that would beat ourselves. And so far, we've been pretty clean, and we've played low error as a group, and now we want to take that and score more points off of it and not be quite so safe. So, there's always something to work on. Yeah, we hadn't gotten that far, but they know what's waiting for them. A week from now, we're going to be heading down to Waco, and it's all going to start with conference play, and so they know what's ahead. And I think we all know that this is our last chance to make sure we get some things ironed out.
Is there anybody in particular that you would like to see more from as you head into this weekend, obviously before starting?
Yeah, we think. We've been going back and forth with our right side with Andrea Jans and Brooke Canis. I'd like to see them really take that next step and add that consistency. And, fortunately, we've always had one of them on throughout a match, and so we've always had a nice option either way. But I think depending on who we play, one of them just lends to be a better matchup, and so we'd like to be able to run what we think is our best lineup from start to finish. And so those two are going to be important players down the stretch for sure. We saw a little bit more of Haley Killinger on Saturday, and personally I'd like to see her get some more playing time this week and let her do some things in a game that she's been doing in practice and working through. And then, of course, with our ball control, just the more reps we can get for those players, the better.
And you had mentioned the lineup just a little bit. Is it as solidified as you would like it to be, especially defensively, kind of with that libero position? Is that as solid as you would want, or are you still kind of tweaking that a little bit?
Yeah, for the most part, we feel good about where we're at. We know we have a core of about 9-10 players, and some combination of those players are going to be in the lineup. And the right side has been a little hit or miss, just depending on what the matchup is going to be. And then depending on who we play, that may change what we're going to do on the outside if Brooke's in or not. And so in the back row, we've been balancing out some playing time, giving everybody lots of opportunities.
We really need to smooth out our serve receive and digging, and we've been working on that a lot in practice all season, but especially this week. And then we've been talking a lot in practice about pins being more efficient and scoring more points. So that'd be good if we can get that this weekend.
You look at the teams that you're going to be playing in Texas Southern and Houston Baptist and UT Rio Grande Valley, and maybe not you. I don't know how much you guys know about that team, but do you feed off of Coach just being so comfortable with them and knowing so much about them and having such history with a team, especially like RGV?
For sure. His confidence gives us confidence, and we can tell when he's a little nervous. The team can tell and feeds off of his vibe. He's not like that very much, but we played UTRGV and Houston Baptist last year, and they're both good teams. So we'll take that and run with it.
Does their victory over Baylor change the way that you approach them or the way that you see them at all?
For sure. I think maybe at first we would go into the match not thinking, not like looking down on them, but not thinking super highly like we would of Texas. Now that they beat Baylor, we're all kind of like, all right, they're a solid team, and it's going to be a great win if we can do it. So.
Something we've talked about with this team was the resiliency and whatnot, whether it's coming back in a match, but even after in this last 3-game stretch to lose that first one, but then not give up a set the rest of the way for the next 2. What does that really tell you about this team right now?
Well, we were all really frustrated after we lost that first match, and we wanted to come out and start strong every single game. And when we do that, we're confident for the rest of the matches. So. And
where does that come from? Is that Is it like a confidence in the team, or is it like you get more focus after it gets down a little bit, or where does that kind of resiliency come from?
I think focus is part of it. I also think that we look at ourselves and we know we can play better, and once we do it, you keep building on that and building on that.
So heading into these 3 games, how do you make sure both individually and as the team you stay focused so that you can go and win all 3 and or at least have the best showing of where this team is right now?
Personally, I think staying focused is not that difficult for me, and I think the entire team is pretty focused, but just we can't take any teams lightly, even Texas Southern and Houston Baptist. You just have to go in expecting a high-level game.
And Taylor mentioned obviously your conference starts in about a week or so. Is there anything you specifically want to see before you get into that with this last weekend?
Me personally?
Yes.
I would like my defense to get a little bit better, maybe have a few more digs each match, and just keep working on being efficient with hitting.